Hi, everybody. This is the butterfly. I hope everyone is doing well today. I am so late. I said I was gonna well I scheduled it for 4:30, but I mean sorry, 3:30, but time just got away from me. Anyway, let me straighten up over here. I hope everyone is doing well today. Please like, subscribe, comment below so that I could, get to know my subscribers. Today I am talking about a couple of different things, right? Um, Now, I don't know if you guys watched the. I'm sorry. Give me a minute to warm up. I wanted to talk about the moon and its relation to us and how it affects us. So I'm going to be referencing a couple of like videos that I watched, and one of the videos that I watched that was so interesting and got me thinking even beyond usual is there was a video on Vinny the Patriot's channel about the moon. And what it was saying basically is that the moon and Mars was a part of this was one of the bases for like the Draco reptilians, right? And where they had like a whole civilization, and they used to take people there as slaves to work for them, and among other things. But that got me thinking about when I was dating my husband, right? I don't know. It's like I used to drive from Road from New York to Rhode Island every weekend, and every weekend I would drive back and forth, back and forth. So this one particular time when I was driving home, about like I want to say about 4:30 in the morning, it's just like the moon came. It I was driving. It's just like I rounded the corner and the moon was just right there in front of me, and I don't know. It just hit me, and it's like I took in a breath, and I just started bawling. It's just the weirdest thing. I started bawling and everything, and from that moment, I just knew I was gonna marry my husband. And every time I tell people this story, they laugh, but that just I it just really stuck with me. And then learning about how like the moon is hollow, and it's like more I want to say it's like a satellite. And we already know how the moon affects earth. It affects like the tides, it affects growth, and it affects our emotions. So, as well as the animals. So, with that being said, like, I don't know if people remember, like, a couple of years ago, like, when people would be acting crazy, outside, people would say, oh, it must be a full moon. It must be a full moon, you know. Well, I think the moon is affecting us a lot different now because of the fact that it's been taken over by the Galactic Federation, or I want to say the White Hats are in control of the moon. So, you know, it's sending like good vibes down now because of that. But the just the thought of it being, you know, like not natural. It's just like a wonder, because like the sun, when the sun comes out, it's always round, right? It doesn't have any change of shape or anything like that. But the moon is just like some nights it looks half full, it looks, it's a crescent moon, it looks like somebody broke off a piece of the edge of it. It's just it's such an oddity, and just thinking about how, it's been affecting us all these years and, just been there and us not even realizing that it's not natural. So it's just like so many, it just, for me, I don't know about you guys, but it raises so many questions, you know, about everything around us, so that was just something that I was really thinking about. Let me know your thoughts on that. What do you think? Have you ever wondered about the moon? Like, you know, not just about whether we've been there or you know, whether it's made out of cheese, like how they used to make those little comments. It's a, hi Sherry, thank you for joining me. How they used to make those little cartoons and stuff, and saying how the moon was made out of cheese and stuff like that. I mean, it's just a real odd thing. Me and my husband, we were watching what do you call this thing? It's called Ancient Aliens, and they were saying how they did like a what do you call it? A trip to the moon, and they were like digging and digging, and then they like hit like this surface that it was just like hard and smooth, and it's like that's when they were alleging that it was artificial. So now, if the moon is artificial, is it like this big spaceship? Is it like, I was thinking like this old movie they have like Star Wars. Is it like the Death Star? I don't know, but it's just a real oddity, and I just wonder about these things, and I wonder if you guys wonder about it, but let me know. And I'm introducing a couple of new shirts that I made today, and I hope you guys like them. That's part of the reason why I was late. Okay, and I have the first one. I really like this one. It's a picture of, well, I hope you guys can see it, but basically it says, "You did not come here to serve fictitious money and government. You came here to bring heaven to earth." That's why we came, guys, to bring heaven to earth. Let's get started on how we're going to do that. I would love to hear some ideas on that because we need to start bringing some heaven on earth because we've had enough hell. And then, just in honor of JFK and the movement, you know, I realize a lot of people, they want, things to just like magically get easier, because I understand that because it's been so hard. Everything has been so difficult, but when I came across this picture of JFK and one of his famous quotes, it says, "Do not pray for easy lives. Pray to be stronger men." And I was like, that that is profound because with the Great Awakening and the solar event, a lot of people, including myself, had expectations of things just miraculously just being different, you know, without us having to do much work. But uh, that's really not something that is logical. It's not logical thinking. We're going to have to do some work. So I think we need to pray for strength for the days ahead until we can get to our harmony because it's really going to get rough, and I just want everyone to be safe and understand that they have the tools that they need to be able to sustain themselves, And I'm not talking about material. I understand that, some may have more than others. I'm talking about just like fortitude, just tenacity, just the perseverance, just to go through it. We come this far. We can't just turn back. And also, just to let the old regime know that we're not gonna take it anymore. I found this beautiful picture. Isn't this pretty? It's the lion. I love it. It's so pretty. My husband likes this one the best. It says, "The change will start in America and will sweep civilization west and east. We are not having this cabal bullshit society anymore. We sure are not having it, okay? It is ready to be a new world, and we are so ready for it. And I have it in blue as well. My husband says he likes it in the yellow because it's more, you can see it more. I don't know what you guys think. You can guys can let me know in the comments. I'm a little tired today, guys, but I'm gonna push through because I just wanted to talk about the moon and how it affected us before, and I'm just like wondering if anyone feels the difference of like what's from then and now, like how. Thank you, Sherry. I was working on them earlier today, and I was saying I gotta get on this live. I made a what do you call it? I made a time, and I gotta stick to the time frame. See, that's another thing that we're gonna have to do. Being that we're gonna be our own bosses here, we're gonna have to put ourselves on a strict schedule to get things done. Because it's like you don't work, you don't eat, right? But I just I'm just so happy to really have a platform to be able to express my thoughts, how sometimes how far out they may be, but that's what I was thinking, especially since I saw that I want to call it a documentary of the moon and how it's hollow and how it was like this big war, and how the Draco reptilians were using it as their base, and they it, I mean, because it's like so huge to think about it. When you think about how the moon governs like the ocean and everything, and our emotions, come to find out the moon actually causes like natural disasters, you know, which brings me to something I was reading about a couple of years ago about like a weather machine that the government has, where that they can control the weather, they can create all of these natural disasters. So I'm thinking to myself now, was it the moon that was causing all of these natural disasters? Is this the satellite that they've had for thousands of years, like right in front of our face? Because if you do some research, you will find out that, Earth didn't have a moon. So, being that it's just like all these things that we're finding out is not what we think it is. It's just something to think about. And I just want to know what you guys think. Does it sound too crazy, or or like, do you guys wonder too? Because I mean, when, like, even tonight, I don't. The sky is clear for once in New York City for, I want to say, weeks. The sky is actually clear, and tonight I don't see the moon. I don't see the moon. So it's just like everything is just so weird. It's such a weird time right now, and I don't know. I just want to discuss it. I want to discuss it because I know everyone's waiting for like JFK to come out, and for the arrest to come out, and for things to be to get back to somewhat normalcy. But like, I have a strong feeling that what we considered like normal, ugh, it's just not going to be that way anymore. So it's just like we're gonna have to We're gonna have to adjust, So this is like our great adjustment period, and I'm just so interested to find out what are people looking forward to in the new age that we're heading into. What is the greatest thing that you're looking forward to? You know, and also I wanted to talk about memories because with the Nasera, we're gonna get this. One of the med beds has the ability to like get rid of unwanted memories, right? But I feel like memories make us who we are, and we actually learn from the memories, you know what I'm saying? Because, memories are actually tied to our experiences, so I don't know if I want to. No, I do know. I don't think I want to get rid of any of my memories because I feel like my memories are me. The good, the bad, the ugly. uh, so just I don't know. This it's just a lot of things to consider. It's a lot of things to unlearn, to learn, and I just want to know what you guys are wondering about. What would you guys like to discuss that's outside of the normal? I want to say awakening arena, because a lot of people are, they're really on the arrest. They're really, some people, they want to know about the gold exchange. Some people want to know about, what's going on with the vaccines. They want, the vaxes, excuse me. I don't want to get my little stream cut. Oh, that's another thing. Speaking of vaxes, it's like I'm listening to like the radio, and every radio personality, they're pushing this back. They're like, yeah, I can't, it's like it's a setup. It's like a skit type. It's set up like a skit. So one guy asks the chick, goes, oh, so when are you gonna go back out on to on tour, and what is it that you're most looking forward to? And she's like, oh, well, first I want to get vaxxed, and then we can go out and have fun and this, that, and the third. So then it goes to a commercial. Then they come back, and then he asks her. He's like, okay, so what's your top 10 things? What's the first top 10 things you're gonna do as soon as we open up? She goes, well, after I get back, so and so and so. Like, girl, you're not, first of all, stop lying. You're not about to get back. Okay? Because you know as well as I do, it's poison. So it's just so much going on right now. And I'm like, oh, I cannot wait to see the end of this movie because it is so nerve wracking because I know a lot of people are gonna fall by the wayside because they're not gonna use their brain. They're just gonna go with the scare tactics, and they're gonna get themselves poisoned. They're gonna line their children up to get poisoned, and if they don't turn into a mutant, they're just gonna drop dead. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. It's just like I don't know what to do at this point. I guess I'll just take a rest and then get back to it. But at this point, I'm a little bit tired because it's so difficult. It's so difficult to get people to uh, be involved in their own best interest. It's the weirdest thing I have ever seen. Like, and even though like there's a lot of people aware and stuff like that, it's because we are so used to the government, you know what I'm saying, telling us what to do. Okay. When we're supposed to be telling them what we want them to do. And that's where we're moving into, and we need to get used to that. But people are just so used to it being the former, they just don't want to mess with the latter. And that is what we have to do, or we're going to go back in trouble. We're going to be right back where we are. If we keep saying leaving it up to someone else to do what we need to do for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And another thing, I don't know if I don't know, just because someone else let me know if I'm off base with this, but for myself, I have an issue with like these beings just keep going to the leaders of supposedly the country to decide what is best for us. I feel like we need to be in charge of our own. We need to be aware of the choices that we have for our own well-being and make them. I just don't like the idea of anything from my life being in someone else's hands. Is just so unnerving, and like I can make a decision for myself whether I want to do something or not. And I think I want more transparency from the government. It's just not enough transparency. We should not be just on pins and needles like this. We should know more about what's going on. I mean, the for God's sakes, the public should know more. Okay, I mean, if the media, by the media spreading all of this propaganda, that is illegal. Like freaking arrest them. It doesn't take this long to arrest a civilian. So just like all the dragging out of the foolishness is just so tiring. I'm ready for it to just come on already. So I don't know about you guys, but that is my take on it. Okay. And I just wanna, you know, oh, I'm gonna try to put my let's see. Let me see if I can do a banner so where I could put something going across because it says banners here. Let me see. This is an example of a banner to show it on the screen. Oh, okay. Okay, okay, okay. All right, so I could create one down here. Okay, so I'm gonna try to create a banner because this is, these lives really is me trying to mess with stuff. So I'm gonna try to create a banner real quick. Let's see of my yes, this is my PayPal. Anyone who wants to buy a shirt, okay. Now let me see how I could send this bad boy. Okay. I don't see that. All right. Okay, okay. Okay. Now this is my PayPal for like if you would like to purchase a shirt. Okay. We have this one in blue. Can't really see the shirt too good, like the picture too good. Sorry. I gotta learn where the camera is. Where's the camera? Where's the camera? Can you see this? Oh my goodness. Yeah, now how can I take this off if I don't want this on me? I'm just playing around with it for now, guys. Forgive me, forgive me. Okay. And we got the yellow one. I'm not taking that cabal shit no more. Okay. And then we have the JFK. I really like the JFK one. You know, it really reminds people that, you got to work to make your life as good as you want it. You really have to work for it, and take responsibility for stuff. And, Watch your energy. Because you have to be around people that lift you up. Because this is what we're here for. We came here to bring heaven on earth. Heaven on earth. I really like that idea that we came here to bring heaven on earth. I wish we didn't forget, you know? This is such a shame. Well, oops, excuse me, guys. Sorry. Well, I will be doing another live. I guess maybe sometime tomorrow, because I'm gonna be making some body butters, and I want to, um, just guys take you guys through the steps with me that I, used to make my butters. The soap, it still has not suds. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the soap. I rebadged it like 3 times. So I'm gonna figure something out. Because like I said, I cannot give up with the soap, especially since like the ingredients are so expensive. It's like all natural ingredients. So it's like you have to do something with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh my goodness. I hope that everyone is well, and in good spirits because we're going to be heading, well, we are in an amazing time. It's just that the cleanup is taking a little bit longer than we thought, and I just want everybody to hang in there. Okay? Love you much. Sherry, thank you so much for joining me. Love you to pieces. Let me go back to the comments. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah, there you go. All right. Thank you so much, Sherry, for joining me. And to all my subscribers, I love you. And I hope you stay well. Okay. Until next time, namaste.